Hey guys, Chuck here, and welcome back to another What Coming to Disney Plus in Ireland and UK video for July of 2021. Well, this particular month, I'm not gonna lie, this particular month is packed because of two particular reasons. Number one, if you have seen one of my previous videos talking about this, the Fox network is closing down in the UK and Ireland in of June of 2021. And soon by July, all the future shows and whatever potential stuff to come from the Fox network over here will be now moving to Disney Plus exclusively on Star. And because of that, there's a lot more shows to come. There's a lot more from the Fox brand, even some Disney ones, and even some particular shows that Fox may not own altogether but is involved in, to allow Disney to put it onto Disney Plus. As well, on top of that, there's also now the change on how Disney is releasing their content on Disney Plus. After the success of Loki's season premiere, Disney has decided to put all their Disney Plus content, at least the exclusive ones, onto Wednesdays instead of Fridays. Now, there is some stuff to say. One, there'll still be shows and movies released on Fridays, and for the few Disney Plus original series that were releasing episodes on Friday before this change, they will still be released on Fridays only. It's only after, say, Loki, that's when the originals are now changed to Wednesdays instead. This doesn't count to the movies. The Disney Plus movies are still planned, I think, on Fridays. I think, as well, the Premiere Access feature is still planned for Fridays whenever they decide to release their on the server. So with that, because of those two big, massive changes, there's a lot of stuff to come. So let's take a look and see what exactly is coming to Disney Plus in Ireland and UK for July. Starting off from the 2nd of July on Fridays, we have the third episode of The Mysterious Benedict Society. As of right now, I think the show is set to have two episodes released this Friday as this recording goes, instead of one episode. Don't know why the two of them, but hey, it doesn't make any harm to release two of them instead of one. I am actually interested to see what this show is like, so. And this, as long as some other shows I will mention, are the Disney Plus and Star shows that are still being released on Fridays instead of Wednesdays, which I'll explain when I get to Wednesdays' list. But next up, we got episode 8 of season 2 of High School Musical, the series. We got the 10th episode of Star Wars The Bad Bunch. We got episode 10 of season 3 of Grownish. We got episode 7 of Modark. We got episode 4 of The Gloating. We got episode 3 of season 2 of Love Victor. We got episode 6 of Rebel. We got episode 16 of Big Sky, which is the season finale. This show has been renewed for a second season after it did fairly well on ABC. So, at a later date, the second season will premiere on Disney Plus Star later on, say, next year, probably. All Disney's hoping now is that hopefully they don't get another hiatus because of COVID. Again, like this season had. Well, like halfway through the season, the whole series had to stop production for a bit. But we're here now with one of the big hitters on Disney Plus Star and Ireland UK. We have the 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. Seasons 1 to 10 is going to be all on Disney Plus on the 2nd of July. With the 11th season already confirmed by Disney, so it'll be premiering later on the August the 23rd, weekly on Disney Plus instead. This is one of the big shows on the Fox network, which Fox is actually involved in the production of the show internationally, so therefore Disney owns The Walking Dead in some form or capacity, which is a concept I am still getting over. Like, you have, like, The Walkers, what next to Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and any other potential Disney character you can think of is just hilarious to think of. But like I said, you still have the 10 seasons, and this particular announcement was very well received by people. They were very interested seeing The Walking Dead on Disney Plus, and Disney is marketing it. They're marketing The Walking Dead on it, so yeah, all 10 seasons will be on there, so that's good. Alaska Battle Angel. I remember talking about the announcement videos about Disney Plus Star, and someone got really mad at me for not pronouncing the name right of Atlantica. Okay, weep, calm down. We also have season 1 to 7 of The Golden Girls. So which guys would you prefer? Would you prefer The Golden Girls or The Walking Dead? To be fair here, this was something Disney had been talking about for a long time when Star launched, so eventually it was bound to happen. All About Steve, which I remember from Matthew Bucks's bad movie beatdown review that it's not a good movie. Road to Paragon. That looks interesting from what I'm seeing from the bit of description I have here. Chronicle. I really love Chronicle. I still have it on DVD here, but I don't even know where it is. But either way, I love the Chronicle. I think it was one of the better found footage movies during out when 2010s were filled with these type of found footage movies. So I'm glad to see it. Parasite. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I already talked about this being on my June video, that this was supposed to be on the 25th of June, but I guess Disney decided to delay it for a week. Probably think maybe there was just too much stuff being added on that particular week. But either way, it's still there. Pompeii, Secrets of the Dead. Looks like another one of those National Geographic stuff. We got Cars SOS Season 8. I remember my dad loves the show. I've seen him watch it a lot of times. I've tried to convince him to watch it on Disney Plus, but I don't think streaming is his particular thing at all, so it was there. Season 12 of Air Crash Investigations. Like I said earlier in my last Disney Plus video, there's a strange amount of seasons they pick that's going to be on Disney Plus later on this week, actually. And it seems like they're already quick to get the other seasons quick onto Disney Plus, if whenever. So I don't even know how many seasons are going to be added now at this point. We got episode 36 to 41 of Muppet Babies, the revival series. Don't know why the random sort of episodes, but it's just how Disney Plus does things, so there's that. Now we move on to the 7th of July. This is where the change from releasing the original series is from Fridays is now to Wednesdays. So we have a lot here to talk about. So one, we have episode 5 of Loki. I've watched the 2 episodes. I'm enjoying it, but after get the last 2 Marvel shows, I am immediately prepared for when it will start to kind of fall apart, because that seems to be a thing with these Marvel shows. We got the first episode of the new animated series Monsters at Work. This is a sequel series to Monsters Inc., following more of Mike and Scully, with the whole change to scaring people to making people laugh. So there's that. There's that to looking forward to here. I know my sister is definitely probably looking forward to this. Marvel Legends, particularly in this case Black Widow. From what I can tell, because I looked up what these Marvel Legends things are, they're more or less like a clip show kind of recap of the character for a specific, MCU thing. Like, they'll probably get all the footage from every specific appearance of that character and recap what happened to them throughout the whole MCU's run, so everyone can be catched up on them. I can name them I can give them some form of phrase that then where not everybody's gonna watch every single movie, so they might as well get a recap of that specific character moment. But if, for new, for a week old Marvel fans, I think that's what's the point? This is a clip show. Giago's Rex. I don't know. That's my best I can pronounce this particular series. Season 2, episode 1 to 10. This is a Disney Junior show, not care at all. And this one's the most surprising one for me, at least. Season 17, Episode 1 of American Dad. Now, this could be interesting for me because, well, American Dad, in terms of how it was laid out on Disney Plus, has been very interesting because American Dad has an interesting production history in general. I know, like, one season in particular, I think it was either season 9 or 10, has only 2 episodes because that's when Fox cut it short, and then that's when TBS cut it instead. So while it's still Fox, the production is the airings of the new episodes is from a different network. Because of that, I know that Disney has put some seasons together, like that season 10 or 9 season 2 episodes. They just put one full season with later on. So the layout of the series is more confusing here. So when they're doing the season 17, I don't know if it's actually will be the season 17 or if it's like the season 18, the most current season airing right now, but just different. I don't know. I'll probably have to look this up later on to see where it's at to know, and I'll probably edit it around somewhere here. But hey guys, Logger here. I just want to quickly record this while I was editing the video. While I'm on American Dad's part, turns out this isn't entirely season 17 entirely. You see, the production on the show was already rocky, and it was by season 11 that's when the show got cancelled by Fox, and that was when there was only 3 episodes produced for the season. And then by season 12 onwards, that's when TBS got it, and since then they have continued the show as normal. But like I said, to fill in that little gaps in between, Disney has folded some episodes here and there to, Pacific seasons to make it feel bigger, feel like a normal TV season. And by doing so, they put some seasons of shows out of order. And in terms of over here, season 17 is technically season 16, as I just looked through season 17's episodes, productions of the lists, and all of it's going 16 on Disney Plus here. So from further on, when I mentioned all the future episodes of American Dad anyway, it's actually the 18th season that's getting premiered weekly instead of season 17. So just want to quickly fill in that little gap because I was just curious because I know the show had a hard production. So just go back to the video as normal. Thank you guys. I'm still excited to see how American Dad is now doing it weekly. Since with the Fox network closing down, this potentially mean maybe Family Guy might follow the same direction later on, because that's from Fox here too. The only shows I don't think will follow this is The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers, because they're releasing new episodes on telly here differently. We have Simpsons with Sky and Comedy Central for Bob's Burgers. So those shows will still probably be a full season release instead of weekly for now. So there's that. July 9th, Friday, we have the premiere access for Black Widow. This is the 5th film to do so, and the one, admittedly, Disney tried their hardest not to do. I'll give Disney this. They tried their damnedest to not do this with the premiere access with Black Widow, because they knew that this was going to be a big hitter, probably in theaters. Like I said, but the COVID is slightly easing up a bit. We have vaccines and all that. People have been going to more cinemas again, so maybe they'll still have a chance to see Black Widow in theaters, like with the other few Disney movies like Wayla, Cruella, and that type of stuff. So if you want to see it early, fair enough, you can now. I think it's later on until October, I think. That's when Black Widow will move the premiere access altogether, so there's that. We got the 9th episode of season 2 of High School Musical the series, the 4th episode of the Mysterious Benedict Society, episode 4 of season 2 of Love Victor, episode 11 of Star Wars The Bad Bunch, episode 5 of The Gloating, episode 11 of season 3 of Grownish, Episode 7 of Rebel, Episode 8 of Murdoch, Episode 6 to 10 to Dino Ranch, Disney Junior, Careless, 911 Lone Star. This is a spin-off series to the 911 series. All I'm aware is that I only recall seeing a few videos about from Cinema Snob constantly mention this about in these videos, so that's about it. The Accident. I don't know if this is Disney or if this is like some form of a UK British show that's put onto Disney Plus because of deals with other companies, or if Disney actually is. Alright, no, I just looked it up right here. No, it's from Channel 4, so it's more likely Channel 4 has made a deal with Disney to stream the series on the server, so because all these like 4-part series is out here, so they're more likely just additions from Channel 4 here, so there's that. As well, there's Kiwi, probably another series by Channel 4. National Treasure, same again, another 4-part series that's probably from Channel 4. Crazy Heart, I don't know if this one is. It's not interesting to me anyway. The Empty Man. Now, this one, I'm aware that this film came out last year, and when it was released in theaters, it got a negative reception from critics, but as soon as it hit to home media, it got like cult status already. Like, it was already a cult following after it was in home media. So, hey, that sounds interesting. I might give this a watch. Wilson. I don't know what this is. Seems simple enough from the description. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. This is a fairly early, like, old film, so hey, there's that for old timers. Macaris World Shanghai, The Legend of Lady Dragon. This is a TV movie based on the Marvelous Ladybug and Tales of Cat Noir, whatever that thing is. I haven't watched the show yet. I'm aware it's extremely popular, that Disney has more or less now got the distribution, kind of the TV rights overall. Because I know this was like all over the place. It was like Netflix and it was on Nickelodeon at one point, but now it's on Disney. It's doing extremely well on Disney Channel, and now here it's exclusively will be on Disney Plus for good here. And I know like there's a few more TV specials coming out, as well as a full theatrical movie coming out. So there's that for you fans of Ladybug out there. We have the 14th of July, containing the 6th and final episode of Loki. I'm aware that Loki is having a second season in comparison to WandaVision or The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so maybe next year or so we'll get more Loki. Who knows? We got the second episode of Monsters at Work. We got the first season of Race to the Center of the Earth, which is a National Geographic series, so there's that. And we have the second episode of season 17 of American Dad. The 16th of July, we'll have the 10th episode of season 2 of High School Musical the series, episode 12 of Star Wars The Bad Bunch, episode 5 of season 2 of Love Victor, episode 6 of Gloating, the first episode of season 2 of War of the Worlds. I've watched so far 2 episodes of the first season. It sounds good. I like it. I still have yet to watch more of it to see if it gets any better or not, but so far I like it. Episode 8 of Rebel. Episode 5 of The Mysterious Benedict Society. Episode 9 of Murdoch. Episode 12 of Season 3 of Grownish. The movie Breakthrough, which I'm aware is a very Christian-heavy movie, and I remember watching a review on YouTube, kind of like a trailer reaction from Long. I don't know the user's name, but I watched her video about the trailer and laughing my ass off, so there's that. The Flight of the Phoenix looks alright. Mission to Mars. Of course, this looks like, I don't know if it's a National Geographic thing or just a Fox movie overall, or hell, even Touchstone, who knows. The Royal Tenenbaums. Looks alright. Tots Season 2, Disney Junior. Experiment Everest. Looks like another documentary about the Mount Everest thing. And then a lot of, strangely enough here, a lot of shark shows. Like, I'm not joking. There's a lot of these shark shows coming to Disney Plus here. Like, all these commentary movies or whatever. Like, Sharks of the Bermuda Triangle, Shark versus Surfer, Shark versus Tuna, Shark versus Whale, Sharktastic, Sharkado, Shark versus Dolphin, Blood Battle, What the Shark? Is this particular week Shark Month? Is it Shark Week? Is that particular time of the year already? Here, next week even better because I'm going to list out. There's another shark themed show that Disney decided to go. Yeah, we'll save that one for next week instead. Alright, so I've got the 21st of July. We have Monsters at Work episode 3. Behind the Attraction. This is a new series that's going to talk about the kind of behind the scenes things about all the Disney World attraction areas. And in comparison, this one will have all 10 episodes released all in one, so there's no waiting next week for the next particular episode and all that type of stuff. We got the first episode of Turner and Hooch. This is a new series based off the old Tom Hanks movie in the, was it 80s or 90s? I don't know. Never watched it. But it's a new series based off that particular movie. So if any fans of that series is around, you can probably be excited for this. Avengers Studios assembled The Making of Loki, another documentary talking about the whole production of the Loki series after the series ended a week ago. And episode 3 of season 17 of American Dad. July 23rd, we'll have the 11th episode of season 2 of High School Musical the series, the 6th episode of The Mysterious Benedict Society, the 13th episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch, and here's that shark show I was talking about. Or in this case, a shark National Geographic movie about sharks. What was it? Just you couldn't handle enough sharks last week, Disney? Come on. We have Stuntman, which I don't know if this is a documentary or just a full-on movie, like, original movie or whatever. So, I don't know, might see this? Don't know. Episode 2 of Season 2 of War of the Worlds. Episode 9 of Rebel. Episode 7 of The Gloating. Episode 6 of Season 2 of Love Victor. Episode 10 of MODOK, which is also the finale of the series. I don't know if the series is getting a second season. There's nothing from Disney yet about it. But if it is, then probably wait about a year or so. And if not, that's the end of MODOK. Episode 13 of Season 3 of Grownish. Good Trouble, Season 1 and 2. This is a freeform series. It looks interesting. Might watch this. We got Token, the movie based on the author of the Lord of the Rings movies. Or the books, more I would say. So there's that. The Guardian. Looks alright. And Catlet of Fire, another a film about the Olympics. There's that. July 28th, we'll have Monsters at Work, episode 4. Turn the Tables with Robin Roberts. Something about a woman here. I don't know what this is. It's all 4 episodes were released in one, so no weekly thing either. So for those who care about Robin Roberts, here you go. Episode 2 of Turner and Hooch. The first episode of the Chippendale Park Life. This is I'd probably say another short, a little comedy series based on the characters Chip and Dale. I never really got into them, but there's 3 segments in here, so it's more likely like a 7-minute episode format like some other animated shows in the past would have. So there's that. As well as episode 11 and 12 of The Wonderful, Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. This is now the continuation of the remaining 10 episodes of this revival series based off the Mickey Mouse 2013 shorts that were on Disney Channel for about, I say, until 2019. I love these shorts, both in terms of the original series and The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. It's just this full crazy energy. It's so chaotic and fun, and I honestly think It's the best take of Mickey Mouse ever to come from Disney at all. So I'm very excited to see more of the series as it continues. White House Farm, I don't know what this is, so there's that. Episode 4 of Season 17 of American Dad. Season 2 of Amphibia. This particular show, okay, Disney, if you're going to release, the Disney Channel stuff, because, here we don't have it anymore, could you at least do, like, weekly here instead? Because, yeah, spoilers on the internet don't help at all. I've seen a lot about season 2 already on the internet because you don't give me a legal option to watch it. But either way, all season 2 of Amphibia is coming to Disney Plus. I'm very excited for this. I love Amphibia, and I'm hopeful. Despite all the spoilers, I'm still hoping to watch this season particularly fresh. So I'm very excited for it. As well, we've got season 1 to 8 of Last Man Standing, as well the first episode of the 9th season of the series. So I know this is from Fox. The 9th one is the last season of the series, so there's that as well. I know it's like something about Tim Allen. I thought for a moment at first this was like a reality show thing, but no, there's just Tim Allen doing things. So there's that. And finally, we have the 30th of July with Jungle Cruise, the 6th and maybe final film to use the Premiere Access, for at least for a while, because with cinemas reopening again, you don't know if this will happen again, as it only really seemed like to me a backup option for Disney when cinemas were still closed around certain regions. So there's that. As well, the movie is just another attempt from them to try to do Pirates of the Caribbean again based on one of their Disney World rides. So there's that. Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised. This is a documentary film from Hulu that's done fairly well, so Disney is moving it to Disney Plus here on Star. So there's that. Episode 12 of Season 2 of High School Musical the series, as well as the finale of the season. I don't know if this series has been renewed for a third season. Probably more likely because it's High School Musical, so there's that. Episode 7 of The Mysterious Benedict Society. Episode 14 of Star Wars The Bad Bunch. Episode 8 of The Gloating, which is the finale of the season, which I think this series has been renewed for a second season. I don't know. War of the Worlds, Season 2, Episode 3. Episode 10 of Rebel, which is the finale of the series as well, because Disney cancelled it. It made it very uncomfortable when you see them promoting Rebel on Disney Plus, and then here it was announced that it was cancelled, and then they still kept releasing the episodes. So, yeah, great sign there. Episode 7 of Season 2 of Love Victor. Episode 14 of Season 3 of Grownish. And the 2 Hot Shots movies, from the first film to Part Deluxe. I'm very excited for these ones because I haven't seen these in a while, so it's going to be good to catch them up. Viking Warrior Women, a documentary series about Vikings, warrior and women. And finally, The Secret of the Viking Sword, another National Geographic thing about Vikings. So that's about it for Disney Plus in the UK and Ireland for July. Yeah, a lot's added. A lot's going to be added in comparison to June, which I kind of felt like was a bit of a lackluster month. They make up with stuff like The Walking Dead, American Dad, The Golden Girls, The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse, and all these other particular shows. So yeah, there's a lot. And I think things are going to get even more insane later on because of the whole change to Wednesdays instead of Fridays. And of course, the Fox network closing down, so who knows how many more shows are going to be coming to Disney Plus later on during August, September, and such. So with that, I'll see you guys until my next video. See you guys later.